You know?
But here's the thing, Vlad. If the school was never going to be done, so you could say anything. You can say it's a school for goddamn leprechauns.
You can get whatever you want from me.
Gang of tours, gang of ties, man. What's up, man? I'm back, man. So Vlad, I'm sure I don't know if y'all heard about what's going on with Vlad, but Vlad had some I'ma quote racist comments about the FBA. You feel what I'm saying? He said that it's divisive and that is racist. That's what he said. He called Tariq Nasheed and he tried to, because he was facing some slack, so he called Tariq, to try to clear the air.
Um, yeah, this Vlad thing is kind of bubbling because Vlad did he was interviewing somebody, and then Vlad brought up foundational Black Americans, kind of saying it was racist, something to that effect. So I kind of heard it late last night after I did my main broadcast. And again, Vlad called me the other day, just kind of called me out the blue and with Willie on the phone, and Vlad was kind of splaining. I'm like, oh, what did you say, Vlad? He was like, well, I said some things, and then there's a lot of backlash because I said something, and then people don't. So I thought I'd call you. Okay, I'm like, man, what'd you say? You said some bullshit, So he was getting in front of it by calling me, and So I said, okay, look, well, let me see what's going on, and we'll figure something out. Let's see what you didn't say, what you doing. Lord. Um, people are losing their minds out here. People are really losing their minds because we're delineating. People are really losing their minds because, see, that's a power move. I'm telling you, it's a major, but that's a power move to delineate.
So this is that interview with Tariq. But then in that interview, they exposed Dr. Umar. Oh shit. Let's get straight into it.
Let's just say I had kids with a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
They could not enroll in Umar's school.
But here's the thing, Vlad. If the school was never going to be done, so you could say anything. You can say it's a school for goddamn leprechauns. You can say anything.
The latest Vlad TV interview with Tariq Nasheed might as well have been sponsored by popcorn companies because it delivered the kind of drama that makes you settle in and munch while wondering if anyone involved is actually serious. The central topic, Dr. Umar Johnson's long-promised, possibly mythical residential academy for Black boys. It's one of those projects that sounds profound in a motivational speaker's PowerPoint, but starts to unravel faster than a dollar store sweater the moment you ask, wait, how would that actually work? The school was pitched as a safe haven for Black boys only, not white, not Asian, not even lightly seasoned Latino kids. Just pure exclusivity. The funding was supposed to come from private donations, which is already a red flag because if your business model requires strangers mailing checks in perpetuity, you're not opening a school. You're running a Kickstarter campaign that forgot to end.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
This actually brings me back to what we already talked about. Dr. Umar Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
It's a school for Black boys.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to receive some sort of funding, or is this totally private?
I think it was private, just private donations. He didn't get no.
Okay, got it.
Private donations.
So you have a problem with the whites only town, but you actually were supportive of this Black male only school.
Right. Well, Black owned, yeah.
But let's just say I had kids with a white woman. They could not enroll in Umar's school.
Listen, that school wasn't going to open up. All right. So
but I'm saying conceptually, you didn't have a problem with that school. But
No.
There was.
I didn't have a problem because it was Black owned. It was going to be a Black owned school.
But it was this thing. It wasn't open to white kids, Spanish kids, Asian kids.
No, I didn't know all that. I didn't know.
Yeah, I believe that the school. Let's just before I put my foot in my mouth.
Right, because I didn't know if it was going to be excluding all of these other groups.
Yeah,
I know
it was intended to be a residential academy for Black boys.
Okay.
Tariq initially liked the idea because it was Black owned. But then, like someone who just realized their Airbnb host lives in the basement, he admitted he didn't know all that about the racial exclusivity. Suddenly, the concept didn't seem so noble anymore. Legality became the next punchline. Vlad practically scratched his head on camera wondering how Umar planned to pull off a race-based admissions policy in the United States without getting tackled by an army of civil rights lawyers. It's one thing to have gender-exclusive schools, like the all-boys Catholic institution that churned out Tom Brady. No one bats an eye at that. But the second you start saying, only these kids of this race, you've basically written a love letter to a lawsuit. Meanwhile, Tariq used his Hidden History Museum as the anti-Umar example. His museum is black-owned, unapologetically celebrates black history, but doesn't put up a velvet rope for non-black visitors.
I don't know how he would have gotten away with doing that, and if it's not a private school, I don't know how he would. But again,
just black boys.
Yeah.
Now look, you have you have boys' schools, right? So for example, where I grew up, matter of fact, in San Mateo, where Tom Brady went to school, was Sarah High School, which is a boys only Catholic.
Sarah High School, boys only. That's they should have named it something else, man. They did them boys like that. Damn.
High school. No girls were allowed there. But it wasn't broken down by race.
Right. But here's the thing, Vlad. If the school was never going to be done, so you could say anything. You can say it's a school for goddamn leprechauns. You can say anything. It's not going to be open anyway, so you're selling it. Yeah, it's not a practical thing. Look, I have the Hidden History Museum. It's a black-owned institution.
Yeah.
We had a bar mitzvah there.
Okay.
Somebody had a bar mitzvah. Them Jewish people in there grooving.
Yeah.
They're playing Drake. They like Drake. Jewish people like Drake.
They do.
We had some Hispanics in there. They had a birthday party. People rented out, and just different races of people. So I don't discriminate. It's black-owned. Now, what's interesting, some white people wanted to rent it, and they wanted to cover up some of the artifacts, some of the black artifacts.
Really?
I'm like, no, you're not doing that.
That's crazy.
We're not going to do that. But yeah, it's open for everybody. So I don't know how you could practically exclude people based on race. But again, if the shit ain't going to open anyway, you can say anything.
Will Umar's school ever exist? Tariq doesn't think so. Vlad doesn't think so. And frankly, most people don't think so. Tariq joked that because it's never going to open, Umar can claim whatever he wants about it. It's almost done. We just need $1 million more. The gym doubles as a spaceship. If you're never going to deliver, reality doesn't matter. It's vaporware. Except instead of buggy software, it's a school that never leaves the land of Instagram updates and donation links.
Damn. That's what, that what's going on, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Shit, I'll be back.